Welcome back, guys, to episode 19 of our Factorio Industrial Revolution Let's Play. So, as always, let's just spend a few minutes going over what I've changed in between episodes. And for this episode, I only changed one thing, and that is moving this inserter from right here to up here. And that is to make sure that this entire system doesn't jam. If I have it right here, this won't be able to grab coal as soon as there's a diamond right here. And that means that the diamond won't flow down and get picked up by the chest. So moving it up, that should solve that issue, and this should never jam. So with that over, let's show you what I have planned for this episode. If you look over here, right now our oil refineries are jammed. Our plastic is needing petroleum, but we can't produce any more since everything is jammed. So the solution for this is quite simple and quite practical. It's doing oil cracking. We'll go from heavy oil to light oil, and from light oil to petroleum. And to do this in a very Factorio kind of way, we'll use normal chemical plants, but we'll also use circuitry. So we'll have to grab some cables, green wire. We'll have to grab a few more chemical plants, and then we'll need a few buffer tanks. The reason for the buffer tanks is so we can do some circuitry on the pumps, and I'll show you why in just a second when I show you the setup we need to get all of this to work. So let's see here. If we go over here, take our chemical plants, place it down, let's say right here, and then start with heavy oil cracking. The reason for this is that heavy goes into light and light goes into petroleum. So that's always a good way to start with this. We'll then need to hook it up to our main bus. We'll do the same setup right here to make it easy expandable. But as a change, we'll then put down a buffer chest or buffer tank right here as we did with the petroleum. But we'll do a pump as well. Some of you might never have done this, but it's a really ingenious solution to having the oil work without any issues. So if you look here, we'll hook it up to the pump, and then we'll make sure that this only works if this one is almost full. And that is so we never run out of heavy oil in the system and just jams it with light oil instead, because that is not optimal either. So if we look at this, take a wire, connect these up, we'll be able to look at this and say, okay, what we want is to, as soon as heavy oil is above 2000, as soon as that happens, this one will start to work. So heavy oil or the system never jams. This will then produce light oil into the system, which can then be converted into petroleum, and then we should be able to make sure the system never jams. So for now, let's just hook this up and I'll show you how it works in practice. Let's just go grab some more pipes, since that is going to be needed. And then we'll just get our robots to hook all of this up to the main bus. So we'll take our trusty blueprints right here, hook you up, we'll hook the water up at the same time. So if we go up here and see there and there, we will now be able to hook these up, hopefully quite easily. So let's start with the heavy oil. Here to right there. There. That is quite easy. I'm just going down here to show you. Remember to always hook it up so you can see where the inputs are at and what is needed in the pipes. So hooking that one up, that one, we now have heavy oil flowing in. Let's see how it looks. That means this tank is starting to fill up. As soon as this hits 2K, this one will start to work and we'll start to produce light oil. But right now, what is jamming the system is light oil, so this will never work. So if we go up here and hook up the water as well, I'll start to show you some of the neat tricks we can do. Water is luckily quite easy to hook up as well. And there we go. And now we have pretty much our entire petroleum system up and running, just without the heavy oil. So if you see here, we'll then do an output pipe. Let's just do one. Let's do this one so it's easy to connect up if we want more below. And then we'll want to put this back on the main bus. But before that, let's show you what I have planned with this. Or to be honest, we'll have to hook up the light oil as well. And just copying this one, let's do this over here because it is the exact same setup. Oh, I just got myself stuck. I'll have to change you to light oil cracking. And look at this. Then we will like to change this one to light oil as well. So as soon as light oil is above 2000, this one will start to work. So if we hook this one up to the system now, this pump should turn green. And let's just give it a try and see if that is not the case. I think it should turn green even though the power is not on at the moment. At least that is what I expect. So here, let's hook up the water first. There goes the water. And then we'll take in the light oil. And the way we have set this up, these will never interfere with each other. At least that is the plan. So if you see here, light oil continues right here, and there. That makes it extremely easy to connect these up. And if you look at this, go down here, flows down, goes into this one. And that means this one can work over here again. And let's see if we have enough for this to hit 2K before our plastic jams. Let's just grab some for ourselves, just to show what I'm talking about. Now this is a 1.7. We can actually hook the power up while we wait. Just go grab a few. See, no petroleum or light oil over here, sorry. Let's just grab some power poles. And let's see if this 1.8, this is working perfectly. This is going up as well. 1.9. And as soon as this 2K, this should go to green. Let's see if this is the case. Come on, go to 2K and turn green. Please work. Look, and it turned green. That means that now petroleum will flow in here as soon as we add some power. So let's just hook that up here. We could do it on, yeah, it's fine. Here and just right there. So look at that. Now this one is producing petroleum. And that makes sure that this one never jams with light oil. In case we get to the point where heavy oil starts to jam it, then this one will kick into gear, producing light oil, and then the system will just keep regulating itself. So let's just connect up this one right here and get light oil connected up. There we go. Do the same setup. Here, 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 and light oil. And to be honest, it doesn't matter that the output is connected up to this, because this little one down here regulates it all. And look at that. We just got above 2K. That means this one activates, turned off again, because we got below 2K, and look, turns on. Start flowing in here. This one starts to work as well. So now these two are regulating itself, producing petroleum for us. And in case you run out of petroleum in these ones, as soon as we hook this up, then this will pretty much automate itself in production of petroleum. So let's just hook this up to the main line. Here we go. Get our petroleum pipes in to over here, and we ran out of pipes again, so let's go grab some more. But look at this beautiful setup. That is looking awesome. And that is, oh, I love the setup. There's something beautiful about pipes, to be honest. And I don't know what it is, but look at that. So beautiful. So let's see here. Now to hook these up to right up here, the last things we need. Just hooking up the last of the petroleum to our little supply line. And here we go. Boom. Oh, almost boom. There's the boom. Now we have all of this automated. Look, these are working. These are working. We'll just need to expand this down a small amount, and that's easy enough to do. Let's just take these two. Let's do the blueprint so we can remove the pump. I'd like to get you away and you away. And then we can just expand it down to here. Let's add some power in between so we don't have to worry about that. And then just copy paste this. And now this will just work regulating itself. I don't know if this is too many, but it seems like that is perfect. And look, nothing's flowing in. Oh, it's because I made a mistake right there, it seems. Let's just remove these so we can place it down correctly. Oh, why is that placed? Oh, it's because of that one. I was like, why is this placed so wrong? It shouldn't be, but it is. But now we should be able to just expand this down. For some reason I just kinda made a mistake copying these, because I needed to remove that one, or these two. There we go. Now we can place it down and place down the power. And then we can copy paste this. Here, here, and here. And look how beautiful this looks. Look at all that beautiful pollution. Oh. And look at the animations. That is awesome. The mod author has done a great job on these. So now we have this being produced. Petroleum is being produced as long as light oil and heavy oil is good enough, or great enough. And yeah, then we should never run out, and these should work until, no, I can't go through that, until we're at the situation where we don't need any of the free. But look, oh, guys, look at that beautiful setup. I'm just gonna copy this blueprint into a book. Remove that one. Let's move that one. So right here, this is our cracking setup. Let's call it that is spelled correct. I hope it is. Cracking. Add you to the blueprint book. And then we'll do another blueprint right here with our plastic setup. So copy from right here, I think it will be good, to here. Remove that one. And this one is good enough to make sure it doesn't jam. Let's call this plastic. And as always, every 10 episodes, I will put the blueprint book in Discord. And if I forget, please tell me in the YouTube comments or on Discord. That will help me out a lot. So there we go. Look at that, guys. Oh, That is brilliant. That's the sticker spelled cracking wrong. Oh, right, I did. So now this is self-regulating and everything is just looking so beautiful. So what is the next part? We now have a lot set up for our plastic. So the last thing we need is petroleum coke. And I think that is quite easy to make. Let's see here. Petroleum coke, where are you at? Right here it seems. And that's just water and petroleum gas. So let's set that up right next to this. And that'll just be so beautiful. Let's grab down here, so we have 6 on us, and just use 6 for a setup. So let's see here. Over here we would like to have, what's it called, 2 is enough, some coal going in. But do you want, what is it, do you want crushed coal? Oh, we just need water and petroleum. Oh, we don't need these then. You can go away. And just to make sure that's the right one we're making. Petroleum coke, anode grade. Anode grade. Not sure what that means, but it's definitely what we need. So we can pretty much copy this setup over here. And just change a few things. And that is what it wants. Change you into coke. And how much a coke used for. Okay, I can't find it. Why can't I find it? Well, how's it spelled? Petrol. I should be able to find it. Oh, I can probably find it like this then. Used for that, and that is used for only 2 things, and one of them is chemical science. So that should probably not be on the main bus for that long. So let's just make it right here. And look how simple it's going to be. We only need 2 inputs. We can remove these. We can remove that. And then we'll just hook it up with more pipes. Here and water. We could do a small amount of buffering to make sure we always have some petroleum, except only doing it over here. Because look at that, everything is very, very good. So outputs up towards the main bus, 1 out. This just needs a bit of power, and then it needs to connect up to the rest of the system. So that means right here and here. Let's waste some more resources making pipes. Oh, and water might get in the way now because of how this is, which is a bit annoying, but we can just move water over 1. I think that'll be good enough for this. So let's see here. Petroleum goes down, water will just move over 1. Because we can actually just cut it over, take you, and move you over to right here. Hook you up, just up here, and of course we're out of pipe as always. So yeah, we are almost done.
Hi.
So yeah, sorry about that. Oh, not sorry, that was just my girlfriend that got home. But she doesn't always understand that the factory must grow. But we will continue for a few more minutes. So let's see here. Let's grab some more pipes. And then we can hook up the rest of this. And then we are so close to having chemical science. Here's the pipes over here. Grab you. And how's the power looking? Oh, brilliant. Has no issues. So let's just set this up. water will just have to be right here instead. There. It will look a bit ugly, but it will give us what we need. So just hooking up power now, and this will be perfect. There. And look at that, now we have the Coke. I'll just copy this one down one. So we have it on both sides. We'll go on the inside, and there we go. And perfect. Now we have 1 or 2 being produced every 3 seconds. So that means 1 every 1.5 seconds. And this one needs 1 every 8 seconds. So that means we can support 5, 6 chemical science packs. That's almost 1 per second. So we might have to just do 1 more to support 1 per second. There we go. That should be more than enough for what we need. Let's do 1 more. Just so we have the same amount everywhere. I think that'll be good. Inside, outside. So now we're doing 4. It's not a perfect ratio, but it will do what we want. So look, all of this is just working now. If we have a surplus, it'll work. If we don't, it will stop. And these will work as soon as we run out of any of these 3. So yeah, that was 1 more piece of the puzzle. Now, to get the crushed copper ore and crushed iron ore, let's check the crushing speeds. 1.6, 1.6, and we need 5 every 8 seconds. So should we do this somewhere else, or do a chemical science setup where we crush the coal on site? I don't really know, but we could just add copper ore to the bus since we have it right here. Just adding 2 here to the top. I don't think we're using any. So adding 2 new lines with those 2. Of course, they have to be above or coal line or petroleum line, so they have to be all the way up here, almost on the gold. I think that might be cool crushing on site. I know some of you have requested that, so let's set that up. Let's just see how far this should go. Let's just deconstruct all of these trees. And if we do 2 in between, so do you have any other things you want to do on the main bus? We probably want fluid barrels. So what if we give it a few more rooms here? So 1, 2, 3 more. How far can one of these jump? This is right on the edge right here. So if we jump from here to, let's see, just right here, that will be our top point there. And then we'll do what's it called, belts 1, 2, so right here. So we have room for whatever we want in terms of pipes. And then we'll just jump it times 2 across with belts. So I think right here is where we should run 2 belts of the crushed things. Oh, not the crushed, sorry, of the ore. I think that'll be good. So these 2. If you disagree on this, do comment. And then we'll see if we can't figure something out. But for now, our robots just need to clear all of this out. Let's help it a bit. Picking them up since they can't charge fast enough. So let's just give it a bit of help. Getting all of this done. Come on, charge. It's kind of a cheating way to make sure that everything charges. Well, it's not cheating. It's just a smart way of making sure that they don't wait on charging since we don't have any batteries yet. And we will be able to get those in a few episodes, and then we'll never have to pick them up since they'll charge a lot faster. So let's see here. These two will be raw ore, just going down the line. And look how many trees we have. Go away. But I could also do that in between episodes, so you don't have to watch me clear out this entire forest, since that is not the most exciting thing to see. So for the rest of this episode, let's see if there's something to do, or else we might, or we could like look at how we'll do the setup. If we do crushing, and we will have to crush 5. We can do it on each side of the belt. So we'll do half a belt of plastic and coke, and half a crushed ore of iron and copper. So what if we do this? I think that will probably work. We want an output or input belt. Let's do it right here. Whoops. Come on, the robots, you can do it. And then we'll just add an electric crusher here. Output belt here. So this one will crush the copper ore. This one over here will crush the iron. They will both output to right here, meaning that this will always supply what we need. So let's just copy this one down a few times, or let's just show what I have planned. And to be honest, let's do this instead. Let's add them in the middle. Here, there, and there. So that'll give us half a build of each, and I think that is decent enough for what we need for this build. I don't know if you can hear my girlfriend in the background, but she's on the phone. That's always nice. So there we go. Let's do it on both sides just to make it look a bit better. Might not be needed. So let's try it out for now and just hook up some more. And then we'll do right here. Here. And copy that one. Will it reach? It will. So look at that. Look at that beautiful setup for iron and copper. Not iron and copper, yeah, that's completely correct. So if we have this going down here, then this one can circle around over here. We can just do it like this to show you. And then right here, we'll have the 2 inputs for what's called electric assembler. So let's just do 2. 1, 2, somewhere around here, I think will be fine. To be honest, yeah, 1, 2. So let's say we do the outside. Oh, sorry, the inside might be better for the crushed, since that is what we need the most of. So the inside will be the crushed items running up this way to here, and the outside will be a coke and a plastic coming in. And then we can pretty much just output over here, or chemical science plant, up chemical science, and then we can continue way down this this line again. Let's just add a bit of power. So say like right there, or we can do the same as we do over here. That might look a bit better. So in, out. I'd like to copy you. In theory, I want 8 of you for 1 per second. That is what I'm going for. So that means here, copy all of this down here, 2, 4, 6, 8. And that pretty much does what we want. We can always just move it down 1 more. So let's see if we can just do that now for simplicity's sake as one of the last things this episode. So look at that, guys. I think that will be quite a decent setup. We'll just need to grab in the things we need. And one thing I forgot. There's always something I forget, and that is a long-handed inserter. So let's just remove all of these and remember them up here. So let's see here. Long-handed. Here and here. That's the only place we need them. And then we can just do here and here, here and there. That should now work. A way better setup. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So that will mean that next episode we'll get chemical science. A huge jump in what we need. And I'll just, in between episodes, drag the iron and the copper over here. And then we'll have it. And then we'll have to drag this all the way over here. Unless you want to do this somewhere else. Maybe merging these two onto one belt. And starting to make a normal electric laboratory. I think that is what we're going to do next episode. But if you enjoy seeing beautiful setups like this, please like and subscribe, and join me on Discord if you want the blueprint book. I think this, or if you just want to talk, I think that'll be extremely awesome if you would join me there. But I've been Dgray, and I will see you next episode. Bye guys.